Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's week 3 of Vigil of Blades. Can the Immortal secure another victory? Let's take a look. For this week in Vigil of Blades, we were against a clan called Ukrainian Legion, and this is a clan that suddenly had a big boost in resonance on quite a few players, so we knew this was going to be quite a challenging match to begin with. Now, our team entered a little bit late as we were keeping an eye on where specific players were going, and as you can see, they already had one tower down by the time we got in, and we didn't even get into the match that late, just a few seconds after it actually begun. So we already started on a pretty bad foot for this match, and yeah, we knew it was going to be tricky based on the resonance of these players. And to add insult to injury, we also were down 2 players on our team due to confusion of where people were meant to be for their battles. So this was a little bit of a frustrating match. We definitely needed more manpower. Anything would have helped with this match. But yeah, starting off with one tower being down by the time we all entered was not a good place to be in. Now, as I have done in the last 2 weeks for Vigil of Blades, I'm still using a CC build, so just using a support build for this battle, focusing on trying to keep people back, focusing on trying to keep people away from our towers. But obviously, if you're against players that are much higher resonance than you and much higher secondaries, that can be pretty tricky to do. So I'm going to try my best in this match to support my team as much as possible, but we definitely needed some more manpower. As I said, a little bit more of a high DPS and high resonance player would have really helped in this battle. We have some people that you'll have recognised from previous matches and previous videos that I've shared of PvP with Niflheim in the time that I've been with this clan. So we did have some strong players on our team, but we were out-resoed quite a lot with the team that we were facing. And as I mentioned, being down 2 people makes a huge difference as well. Having a full team for these matches, especially in Exalted rooms, is really necessary. So it was kind of disappointing that we didn't get enough players into this match, but we'll see how the rest of the battle goes, and yeah, hope for the best. We're doing quite well at keeping them back, considering we're outnumbered in a lot of ways. We're not doing too badly, but it looks like this second tower is going down as well, and just like that, it was taken down. I'm trying my best to survive. I know I'm not going to be able to do much damage, but if I can do that CC and keep freezing and keeping the players back, it's definitely going to put us in a little bit of a better place. I think at this point everyone on my team was down except me, and I made the mistake of running forward just to try and keep them further back from our heart. And yeah, that was my demise there, and I did obviously die again at that point. So just waiting for the revive here. We're shadowing 767 so we can see exactly what he's doing, and he, I believe, was our highest damage player, highest stat player in this battle. As I mentioned, we needed a couple of strong players in this team, but unfortunately everyone else had already joined their rooms and started battles, so we didn't have anyone else that we could call into this match, which was a little bit frustrating. So as you can see from the Vigil of Blades tab on the left, we haven't even done any damage to their towers. We've just not been able to push through the centre. Obviously, being against a full team when we're down 2 people makes it really difficult to actually push forward at all. And yeah, having some of the effects from legendary gems, as you could see then on our Crystal Heart, is also not ideal. So their Guardian has also pushed through here and is attacking our heart as well as a bunch of their players. And you can see they have quite a lot of CC as well, a couple of Crusaders on their team, which has kind of again put us in a little bit of a bad position compared to our team setup, because of obviously the players that we have missing, the players that we don't have in this room that we could have really done with having in this room. And it looks like I'm gonna die again here. Super frustrating when I'm just trying to keep them away from our heart as much as possible, or at least CC them so that my teammates can do some damage there. Really tough match this was. There's some really good players in Ukrainian Legion. It's another clan that has a lot of competent and confident PvP players, a lot of people that are high up on the leaderboards in PvP and Challenge Rift, things like that. Obviously, as I said, a lot of these people are much higher resonance than the majority of people on our team, so it was quite an unbalanced match overall. And yeah, it was definitely kind of, we weren't in a good place before the match had even started, unfortunately, which is a reason why it was such a difficult match. You can see our heart is going down. Their players are just continuing to push forward, trying our best to keep them back, trying my best with CC, just bandaging again here so that I can try and keep them back as much as possible, but I'm getting caught in CC myself as well, so every time I throw CC out, there's someone throwing CC at me as well, which, yeah, is to be expected, but super difficult when you're against multiple players doing that. So unfortunately, it was a loss in this room. Really, really gutted with that. As I said, if we'd had a better setup with a full team, we might have had some kind of chance, but missing 2 players in an Exalted room in Vigil of Blades is not a good position to be in at all, and shouldn't really happen. So yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is, and that was a loss for us. So not too bad on the scores overall. I'm quite happy with how I did. I managed not to die too many times, and managed to get a few assists there from just throwing out constant CC. But yeah, so that was how the Exalted 2 room went. As I said, not an ideal result and not an ideal experience there either, let's say. So let's also take a look at the overall results. So Blood Reapers, they won pretty much all of their rooms against Ancient Lodge. There was only 1 loss there. Bloodthirsty Teddy Bears, similar result here. They lost just 1 room to Infinite Storm. And then for us, unfortunately, as I said, Ukrainian Legion has had a huge boost in resonance in the last week. We've suddenly seen a lot of players with huge resonance and secondary stats. And yeah, they won the majority of rooms against our clan. So a little bit of a disappointing result, and also disappointing, as I said, when people don't show up for these things in clan. But that is it from me today. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Let me know how your Vigil of Blades is going, or Rite of Exile is going on your server, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Official Diablo Partner.